The Busy at Work program was designed to backfill skill shortage areas in the community in non-coal seam gas related industry. The reason we did this is because of the project and because of the size of the project that's occurring. We actually found that a lot of local businesses were struggling to find people. So we set up a partnership with Busy at Work to provide 200 apprentices and trainees across the footprint of the QCLNG project. This was designed to be a 3-year program, and to date we're 12 months in. At the moment in Gladstone we have 35 apprentices throughout the Gladstone region, and they're in areas from hospitality and retail through to boilermakers and carpenters. And ultimately these are supporting organisations that have been crying out in town for skilled workers. The great thing about this program is that not only are we helping businesses find their apprentices and trainees, we're actually also then supporting the apprentices and trainees once they're in the business. So Busy at Work will actually go in and provide training and mentoring for each of these apprentices and trainees, and actually provide a support process by which, if they're having trouble either with their employer or with the conditions of their work, they've got someone they can turn to. What we've seen is that this reduces the attrition rate for apprentices and trainees, and ultimately starts to see that skill shortage start to be filled. Yes, it's actually been a fascinating program for a number of reasons. One of them being, what we've actually found is that the skill shortage, it's also a low unemployment rate in Gladstone, a very low unemployment rate. So you're quite right, what we're actually doing at the moment is actually finding people who aren't quite work ready and they have to be worked with to bring them into these programs. And this is where we actually start to see interlinks between our partnerships. So for example, Conservation Volunteers Australia, which is one of our environmental partnerships, runs a program for people who are either under court order or struggling to find work or have been long-term unemployed. And they run programs about empowerment and work readiness. Busy at Work's tapped into that and said, okay, well, after they complete your program, then we'll support them into into employment. So all of a sudden we're actually seeing interlinks that didn't exist before we arrived in the community, and we're starting to see those interlinks create a better community cohesion and greater outcomes for the community that's being affected.